What's up, YouTube? James MTG Biggie here, and I didn't want to be the we have some early leak spoiler video guy, but we have some early leak spoilers from Ixalan, the upcoming next set in Magic the Gathering. So, we'll go through them briefly. First, we have Burning Sun's Avatar. 3 colorless or generic and 3 red for a 6/6 dinosaur avatar, which is kind of sweet. When Burning Sun's avatar enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to target opponent and 3 damage to up to 1 target creature. So it bolts their face, bolts a creature, and is a 6/6, pretty big body for 6 mana. Really expensive in a mono red deck. Perhaps maybe a sideboard option for some sort of a mid-rangey, like Jund style deck, maybe. Just as like your top end and removal. I don't know. As of right now, like nobody can tell what standard is going to be like. So you can't really say that, oh, this will be great in any of the current standard decks, or this will be bad for any of the current standard decks. Because all that stuff's about to change when the Shadows over Innistrad and Battle for Zendikar blocks rotate. But still pretty cool, pretty sweet art. I saw pointed out, I think Chris Van Meter said something about seeing this art without the card text, you would have to assume this creature would have haste, which I absolutely agree. But it doesn't. So, still an interesting card. Dinosaur Avatar is pretty sweet. Next, we have a black removal spell that is super conditional and weird. Walk the Plank, which is a super sweet name for a magic card, considering that pirates are a theme in this set. And it is black, sorcery speed, destroy target non-merfolk creature. So, merfolk's going to be a thing apparently, and this can't touch them, which is fine. Whatever. It's pretty sweet. You see what look like some merfolk pirates, which I can't wait to see, or some sort of like wizardy merfolk pirate creature thing. But yeah, double black, destroy a creature, pretty okay. At sorcery speed, not that great. Oh, and it can't hit merfolk. So, really weird. It's going to be interesting to see what the format looks like, whether or not this will see any sort of play, especially in a format that will have Fatal Push in it, and a number of other removal spells. But still, kind of funny, kind of interesting. This obviously the full art, I believe, game day promo. Then we have a land, which actually this to me is the most interesting of the 4. It's an uncommon land called Unclaimed Territory. As it enters the battlefield, you choose a creature type, and then you can tap it to add 1 generic mana to your mana pool, or 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, and spend this only to cast creatures of the chosen type. To me, this is actually a really good card. It also kind of speaks to the tribal nature that we can look forward to in Ixalan. But where this thing, I think, will shine is in modern Eldrazi decks. I know Bant Eldrazi is sort of a thing still. This just plays, or fits into the spot of any of the pain lands that are used to produce both the generic and colored mana, and also can be a pretty decent budget color fixing option as opposed to like Cavern of Souls. Obviously, like they can still counter your spells or whatever if you're paying with colored mana through this card, but not everybody can afford $50 Cavern of Souls. And sometimes you need to fix mana for your multicolored tribal deck. Eldrazi, though, I think is the sweet spot for this. I'm sure this will be played in any sort of tribal deck going forward, in like EDH and stuff like that. The the EDH tribal decks that are coming out, or Commander tribal decks coming out at the end of this month, are all tribal themed, and this would go well in any of them. So pretty cool mana fixing. Interesting to see that we're getting tribal themes back in Ixalan, and I think this will be worth picking up a playset of, as it is an uncommon anyway, and just having. So I look forward to the set coming out so I can pick these up, and anytime I want to play Eldrazi plus whatever color, I will have the ability to do so with this. So it's pretty cool there. Then we have a white creature, which is kind of my wheelhouse. It's a 5-drop, which is sort of out of my wheelhouse. But interesting enough, it's a white vampire cleric with vigilance for 3 and 2 white, called Bishop of Rebirth. And whenever it attacks, you may return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, which is a pretty insane ability if you're playing this as the top end in your sort of mono-white, weenie, aggressive mono-white sort of deck. It's like a mini Sun Titan, actually very aptly compared here. Could see play. A 3/4 body for 5, not incredible. Vigilance helps a little, but we have to see where the format goes. Unfortunately, well, I guess probably fortunately, this will not be in the same format with like Gideon, ally of Zendikar, so it's not like the perfect curve out between like white 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop Gideon into Bishop of Rebirth. But if there is a sort of white aggressive or white mid-range deck that plays lots of weenie creatures, I'm sure this will be pretty solid in it as a top end, maybe a 1 or a 2 of, or even a sideboard option when you need to have a little bit more reach against sweepers and stuff like that. Either way, very interesting. I really like the way the flavor of this set seems to be coming together. Just based on this, I'm not going to touch back on the leaks from the foil sheet of rares and mythics, just because the quality wasn't too high on those photos. But like I said, these are all very interesting. The flavor of Ixalan seems pretty sweet. I like the set symbol, the compass rose looking sort of symbol, and the fact that there's dinosaurs, merfolk, pirates, and apparently white vampire clerics seems pretty sweet. So that's all I've got. I really am looking forward to the rotation coming up. It's time to say goodbye to the Eldrazi and to Gideon and to the lackluster Innistrad, Shadows over Innistrad block, and say hello to something new and more creative and a standard that will be consistent of 3 blocks that take place on new unique planes with Kaladesh, Amonkhet, and now Ixalan. So that's all I've got. What do you guys think of these spoilers so far? Not technically spoilers, I guess these leaks so far. What do you guys look forward to seeing in Ixalan? Let me know down in the comments below. I'll link a couple videos down below me here somewhere, and have a button in one of the top corners for you guys to subscribe and check out some of my other videos. We do all sorts of stuff here, deck techs for just about every single format at this point, as well as conversation and rant type videos and opinion based videos and what I'm into. If you're into death and taxes specifically, there's a lot of that around here, and just various other stuff. We have a pretty good group of folks here down in the comments section, so join in the fun and like, comment, and subscribe like I said. I'll talk to you guys again very soon.